Okay. Ugh. Need headphones. Can't hear anything. I am just plopping them over my hood. All right. Okay, I gotta plug my guitar in. I imported some tracks, and I don't even know what the heck I did, honestly. It was just, all I know is it's E minor to E major. Got some string chords here. Fake strings, obviously. You know what I'm gonna do? Apply, analyze. See if we got this right. C, B. These are all triads. It missed this one. Probably close enough. I don't care. Apply to chord track. All right, so what's this chord that it's missing? What I got here? I got a B. F sharp D. It is a B. It's actually right. Oh. I thought I did a D sharp. Like, because it's like the 7 chord in the key, because it's E major here. I thought I did a D sharp F. Whatever. Good enough. I don't care. I just need to know enough to play around it. Okay, let me see. So I made my template based on the changes I was doing, because I had like what I have going on. I tightened up my guitar tone, basically. It was getting I kept modifying stuff, and I was ended up with like too much top end, too much low end, and it was getting sizzly and kind of ugly. So I fixed the problem. So now it's nice and tight sounding. All right, so what the heck did I play in the verse? I don't even remember. I just put notes in. I was just like sitting around doing things. So I was like, I'm going to plug some MIDI stuff in and just go with it. So like I just played random stuff on the MIDI controller in E minor. Apparently that. I left that space there too, so I think what I can do is just play through the space there, and then like I'm gonna write a complementary part instead of trying to like duplicate what I did there. That's usually what I do. The chorus, those kind of serve as like the chord thickener doublers, but in the verse sometimes I just put it down, then I do a different thing on here. I did manage to get pictures of the moon last night, because it was like the partial eclipse. It wasn't complete, but looks pretty. Okay, so getting it on the stream would probably be kind of annoying. I'm gonna just see if I can. It might actually look really dark. Is there a better, lighter picture of this? Not really. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. You can kind of tell. I got a pretty good picture. I've got a Lumix camera that zooms in really far, and I got that picture with that. The only problem is I couldn't get it to focus, so that's the best I could get. I normally get it to focus a lot better, and it was like just annoying because it kept going in really quick, and I couldn't quite hit the button before it would go back out again. At one point, it focused so clear. You could see everything on the moon, craters and everything. It was a perfect red hue. And I could even see the stars. Like, it looked like I saw through the atmosphere quickly. And then it just went out of focus again. I was like, damn it. I took a bunch of pictures, but none of them looked as good as that one point. And I was like, I don't have a stand, so I was bracing the phone on the wall because I was just aiming it out through a window we had that conveniently was in the right direction. But even just without, it was like shaky, so it was hard to do. Probably should have thought about it more before I, just went out there randomly. But whatever. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do here? E minor. All right. Dun. You know what I could do? I'm just going to look what I did because I got the session on here. Screw this. I could sound it out, but it's going to take longer. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I know the audio interface isn't there anymore. Okay. Show me the MIDI. Do. Okay, there it is. Oh, that was an A. Huh. And then I did E. Wait, what was it? G to F sharp. All right, yeah, let me see. Da, which starts on B, goes to E. Got it. Hey, what's up? I'm just figuring out this thing I wrote and have no memory of. Okay. So I can play more stuff on top of it. See, when I did it on here, it was easier because I just played one part, copy pasted. That's how I get these fancy things in here. But then when I get to play it all together, it sucks. Maybe I'll do something in between there. Why am I so bad at that part? There we go. I keep doing it wrong. All right, let me play with this. I probably set the tempo too damn high too. Da-da-da-da. It's like, oh, so quick. It's on the second beat of the measure, and the tempo is 230. Yeah. I think I'm going to skip that. Just cop out and do something like that. Wait, actually, that might work because I could go... Let that play through. Da-da-da-da. Wait, if I do... Yeah, F sharp B there. And then I can go do a little scale run on the break I've got. Okay, this might work. Oh yeah, and then it comes back. Okay. I'll go like... How long do I have here? Right there. Okay. That'll work. This part, D, G, I'm just going to hold the chords. Let that do its thing. And I got the key change. B, two different inversions of B. Okay. That sounds all like anime theme right there. Okay, so all right, once I got that down, it's all same thing over and over and over again. So I think I'm gonna be good to go. I'm gonna take this thing off. I put it on to like hold my AirPods on my head without them falling off, so it's not a fashion statement so much as just a utility. All right. All right, let's see if we can do this without messing up, because that's kind of the thing. I whenever I do these prearranged things, I'm like, okay, I'll do this riff. And then I stop, and then I go, okay, and then I'll go. And then the second beat, I'll go. So I can play it all separate like that, but putting it together sucks. Especially at this speed. Okay, so you know what's going to help me? I'm going to put a temporary drummer in. I do this pretty often, but it's happening yet again. I am just going to yank this right across. I don't need it to be fancy, just to play something better than the crappy sounding click. Wait. That's off. Okay, drummer. Usually this is my go-to because a lot of the other guys are just, I think they just sample different drummers and kind of follow their style somehow. So this one is just the least cheesy to me, usually. Halftime, because I don't want to go with this tempo. Let me see what this is just doing on default. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have it follow. Okay, that one. This. You should just follow the waveform, but I don't know if it's got too much to go on. It looks pretty flat. We'll see. Turn the complexity down so it doesn't do weird double hits. A little bit more. Turn this up. Oh hey, I don't get any wimpy hits. Good enough. I can play to it. It's there. Yeah, that's all I care about. All right, so. Maybe I could even do octaves and do like a little, hang on. Not G sharp, that's not there yet. We'll do that. I don't shift to E major just yet. And repeat. Okay. That's the plan. Hey, it's the headset not working AI bot again. I had this thing yesterday. I was like, every time I get this stupid thing, my headset is not working. Can you type in chat, by the way, how you are? It's literally the same copy paste every day from a different AI bot on Twitch. I'm like, I just replied farts. That's how I'm feeling. Okay. So I'm gonna turn my phone on because I'm shooting video for like the edited video version of this, and see if I can do this without messing up. The transition going back into the repeated verse is probably gonna be the hardest part because I haven't practiced that yet, but let's see. Oh, missed it a little bit. Okay, so I gotta go right back. Gotta get the right fingering. A little different rhythm there, but I like the first one. What the hell did I just do? I forgot how I played it already. What the? I'm at an extra chord. I immediately forget things. Memory lasts about 5 seconds. That's close enough. Okay, let me get that tight. Actually zoom in here because I gotta make sure I can see what the heck these chords are. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to get back there. May I just do the open A? Duh. Just do the open A string. I don't even have to worry about moving my hand. Yeah, that's okay. I gotta get the muscle memory. I think there. Okay. Trial and error. Oh, it's 4 times. Why was I thinking it was 2? Oops. Great. Come on, playing time. Once I get this, I'll be fine. Just muscle memory needs to get set. Dude, seriously? A, C, D. How am I messing A, C, D up? I did stop messing up the ACD thing. It's almost like my subconscious was like, oh yeah, right, it's 3 notes. And then I don't mess up this. Come on. Okay, I spoke too soon. I did mess that up. I'm getting the hang of it now. Finally. Okay. The jump part's a little all over the place. Hang on, I gotta fix that. It sounds too bad. That was messing me up. This will be cool when I finally stop being terrible at the part, but just not used to it. And I did it and then forgot everything about it. All right, that'll be better. Follow usually works, but it didn't this time. What the? This stupid piece of crap, dumb chord charts all messed up here. I was like, what is that? Son of a, I can't just. You can't just work, can you? Stupid thing. All right, copy. Delete all that extra crap and paste the correct ones. Okay. I was like, what the hell chords are those? How did it do that? I couldn't tell you. All right. Well, I actually got this down to the point where I can play it confidently now. So that's a plus. All right. I'm going to do this and hopefully get through the whole thing. And hopefully the chord chart is not all jacked up now. Yeah. So, okay. Bow. Do I need more input gain? Yeah, that's better. still messed up. Oh, it's the... Okay. I'm looking at the track. All right, I played a little different on the third verse, but it should be fine. The chord chart on this track, this green part is messed up, but I got the right one on top now. I was like, what's going on? I looked at the wrong place. Okay. Almost screwed me up right there, but I ignored it, fortunately. I was like, there's no way that is an F sharp over that G sharp minor. Or C sharp minor, actually, not D sharp minor. I was just looking at the one on there. And then I said the wrong one. So let me do my octave drop. Let me see if this works. Let me see how it sounds on there. Let it run now. All right, that'll do it. Got it planned, so here I go. think that worked. Last repeat in the third verse kind of did a reverse thing, so I think it'll be just fine. All right, so let me look at this MIDI part. So it's like G chord, so then I'm doing an E in the bass and F sharp. So it's like a G major 7 here. So what do I want to do over that? Let me drop this down an octave. But I just turned it off quick. So maybe I'll follow those root notes. So it's F sharp. Here, I'll do G. Maybe I'll do that. So it'll be... yeah. Okay, D first. So F sharp, D. So I'm putting the third in the root. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to punch this part in so I don't have to be remembering the whole thing. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a right side of the same thing. Stupid kick drum. It's like let's see. I'm gonna change this color to that, and then when I get to this part, I'll make it a different color. But I gotta track it first. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow the chords. How does this sound with the low octave? And it's fine. Actually, let me think about this. So I got... stay in the key. Okay. Doing my best to ignore that on the kick drum. I don't know why I did that. I literally wrote the beat in, but it's doing otherwise. So I usually make the chorus parts purple. I just kind of do them the same every time. So it's like, I know looking at it immediately that one's the chorus, one's the pre-chorus, and so on. Okay. That sounds good. It has a little bit more of the low voicing in there now. Here's a question. Do I want to do a clean sounding guitar on this? Let's see. This is a Boss Poly Shifter, by the way. The thing I'm using, which is doing all these crazy tuning things. might sound nice on top. Well, what if I do? But I'll do. Show. Wait, it'd be. Let me see. That might be it. I want to harmonize that. Yeah, okay. Maybe I even harmonize the first part. Yeah. So do B. Or 2B on C to B. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's not bad. Okay, I gotta line that up. So it's I could also go down to that B. Let me try that. I like that better. Okay. Gonna do that. Pick up. Okay. I'm gonna shoot video of this. Get this chord chart thing in view. So, you know, would I remember the chords by now? Yes. Do I? No. Okay. Here I go. Make sure I line that up. Again, I gotta make sure I get back to that riff to repeat it. This is hard to do. Actually, the parts are easy, but my memory, the memory is hard to do. Messed up one of those little scale runs, but it was close. I felt myself messing it up, so I just kind of did like pick, like I just kind of like didn't pick hard and muted it a little bit, so kind of just, you've heard it a bunch of times, so it makes you think you're hearing it again type thing. It works. I used to do that live sometimes. You can cover up some mistakes that way. All right. I'm turning that down because I just want that like as faint background. Oh, yeah, maybe. Right about there. All right, the little harmony thing on that scale run is cool. I like it. I'm gonna hit save. I didn't do that yet. Yeah, I should probably do that. August 28th, good enough. Just call it the date. Save it to desktop and boom, there we go. Okay, so man, that drum part came out horrible. It's not the permanent one, it's just a timekeeper for now, but it still sucks. Like, I can't believe it's just, I wrote in a bass part and it's overriding it and doing its own thing, and it's gone poof, half the time through the chorus. It's like this weird splat of double bass for no reason. I guess guitar solo is gonna be next. Are these on now? So I have been just running my guitar solos through the amp with distortion just dry, but I opted to throw a few effects on, and I'm literally just using this Logic pedal board that you get with this software. So it's like just a free in there plugin. But this Auto Funk pedal, which is like an auto wah and some kind of filter, it sounds crazy. My guitar solos don't even sound real. They sound like I'm playing a synth, but I like it. I'm gonna turn it off the track, and then I'll turn it back on when, yeah, I just turn them all off right now. That way I can hear what the heck I'm doing without effects. But yeah, I'm just gonna improvise. It's all E minor, not major. Yeah, until I hit the purple section, it's minor. Okay. Oh yeah, I might even be able to mirror that scale run occasionally. Okay, so what the heck? Here we go. Let me try this again. Okay, I had a few good ideas in there. I got to tighten it up though. damn it. That's the keychain. A little bit tighter and I'm good. Tried harmonic minor, but it doesn't fit. E and B, that'll go right into E major just fine. Easiest way to do that. All right. That's good. I'll take it. Whoa, wow. I think I gotta take a giant coffee and Gatorade have caught up with me break. So I'll be gone for just a couple minutes until that whole situation is emptied out, and then I'll be back. I might just start putting down some lyrics and doing vocals because I don't want to go too long into this and keep talking and then my voice doesn't work anymore. So, you know. Yeah. All right, I'll be back. All right, so where am I at here? Need lyrics, so I suppose I should start typing. Don't see if I'm quitting the Logic session on my laptop here. Okay, Pages. New. Pages is the Apple word processor. And so how is that spelled? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. All right. I'm just typing lyrics, so I don't really think about it. I just put stuff down, so don't ask me what it means, but I'm just going for whatever. Okay. I needed a few more lyrics. Let's see. I have to get now one more. Bad, so keep it by something, get it right as you see in the play by play, and it's only I'm just gonna repeat the first line a couple times. It's kind of thing where I see people do that and I never do. I don't always have to go on and on and and on without any breaks or anything. Okay, so let's see. Clear and a drop in the bucket. Raise the mood as the dilution spreads. Expose the bread, so get the rise of it. Get the rise as a super in the play. Okay, I'm just crappily singing it to try things out, so bear with me here. I think I'm good to go. I'm gonna just try and get a verse out. It won't be the same every time. I'm just gonna try a couple things till I like it, and if my voice gets warmed up to hit the pitches too, that would be nice. Usually is. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. I gotta sort out that note to come in on. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Ruins the mood as the dilution spreads and a little nothing slows the best. So keep your eyes open, keep it right as I will savor and a play-by-play empty to be gathered. Alright, feeling clear. Okay, rough idea. Feeling clear. Ba-doom-bow. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Ruins the mood as the dilution spread. Okay, sorting it out. I think I got a couple ideas here. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Ruins the mood as the dilution spreads and a little leaven spoils the bread. So keep your eyes open, keep it right. That's how we say, play. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Ruins the mood as a dilute. I'm a little off pitch there. I gotta get that sorted out. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Drop in the bucket. Come on, hit that, dummy. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Drop was off. Damn it. I want to get that. Feeling clear and a drop in the bucket. Ruins the mood as the dilution spreads and a little leaven spoils the bread. So keep your eyes open, get your eyes right. Yeah, to play, empty to be feeling clear. Those are off pitch, but I like the tone so much I might just not care and I'll pitch shift them. The beginning was fine. Feeling clear and drop in the bucket. Ruins the mood as the dilution spreads and a little leaven spoils the bread. So keep your eyes open, get your eyes right. Yeah, to play, empty to be. Yeah, I'm gonna nudge those on pitch because I want to have that like broken apart, like my voice just gave out sound. All right, I read a few lines out, so I'm gonna pop out a pre-chorus track. All right, that'll fit. Started That was a terrible entrance. What do I want to hit?
Started out the same again, and when is this
I think it was a little pitch problem in the beginning, but it's close enough. Okay, yeah, it's close. I'm gonna do one right here, and if it comes out better, I'll keep it. But if that one, the pitch was a little off, but the tone is perfectly where I want it, so I don't know what one I want to do.
Started out the same again.
Yeah, wasn't it? I was still off.
Started out the same again, and when is this
Yeah, enough, huh? Gotta get the right rhythm and stuff.
Started out the same again, and when is that
Did I do a scream at the end there, or did I do... Oh, totally different than what I'm doing now. So the note's better, tone sucks. It's just a super high note there, but... So that one's a little flat. I'm gonna keep it though. I'm just gonna pitch shift it. Don't care. Okay. Key change. Crap. I say that because I'm barely hitting the pitches in this one. Then I gotta do a different key. All right. I'm like writing the lyrics as I go, and I don't know what you call it. Just making it up on the spot though. All right. I'm just gonna say only then. Okay. Stupid kick drum. Can I fix that? Because it is really still there. Why is that there? Whatever. I'll ignore it. All right, weird warm-up noises, but I'm about to do the chorus. All right, here I go.
Another day down until you feel empty. Don't quit at night if some strength you need will come again. But only when the sun rises.
Oh, I didn't even get to the end. Crap.
Another day down until you feel empty. Don't quit at night and solve the strength you need to come again. But only when the sun rises. Only
That's...
another day down until you feel
How's that going to sound after this?
the same again. Another day down until you feel empty. Don't worry.
Surprisingly, I went into the key change better than the other part.
Another day down until you feel empty. Don't worry, not have soul to strength you made. Come on when the sun rises only.
I'm gonna do the scream just because it's like no pitch added type thing, and that way it doesn't matter when I go into the key change, because like if I hold a note out, I gotta figure out a note to go into both keys and all that, and since I'm improvising, probably not gonna happen without a few tries. Like I know the notes to hit, like just A, B, E would be great choices, but will I actually do that when I'm improvising? No. I'll forget by the time I get to the end. All right, I think that's good. I'm just
Feeling clear.
You know what? I'm being lazy. Don't even care. That's the wrong track. That's the verse. How did that move measure? What are you doing? Stay.
Feeling clear.
I'm pretty sure every single one of these needs to get pulled. Oh my gosh, I can't not select the guitar solo. I'm pretty sure every single one of these, well, maybe not the chorus, but I'm pulling it out a beat so it doesn't chop this like breath noise. Wait. What is happening? Why is that? I should be on the downbeat. What the I swear, I can't just... Oh, okay, that's just my warm-up noise. Okay, I see what's happening. So I'm just gonna do that. You know what? Since these are copy-paste, I'm deleting them because I'm gonna just do some pitch correction and then bounce it out and then paste it. So I'm not even gonna bother with it. In fact, can I squeeze these onto the same track?
Clear. Starting out the same again. Starting.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I will keep that noise in there. That's actually...
Starting out the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, fine. I'm muting the vocals temporarily. I gotta do the bass guitar and the drums, and I'm probably gonna do the drums because these are pissing me off. They're so bad. The temporary ones. Like, shut up. Keeps going with that on the bass drum. That's the best description for it. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna save this set of lyrics as the date too, just temporarily. Save to desktop. Cool. I'm gonna put my phone over there and just get lined up to shoot video for the drums. Don't ask me why I'm just randomly making noises as I go, but I am. All right, so there's, yeah, that's done. So I can close that. Drums are working. Can you see that? Yeah. All right, so I need the metronome on. It's not too bad. All right, here I go. Let me just listen back. I want to make sure I'm not like playing something. Does it fit? It's not great, but I got to get locked into the tempo better. Sloppy. Also, definitely got to got to mute that because I can't hear the click for crap once that comes in. Stop being bad at things. Why am I forgetting that click or foot thing? Ugh. I can't even talk. Just got through it, and I should have just kept going even though I couldn't hear the click. Damn it. The pre-chorus, son of a. There, I'll just do a crazy fry scream for effect. reset because I came up with some cooler stuff. All right. That was super crazy busy in the verse and pre-chorus, and then like big nothing burger in the chorus. But I think it fits. That was a pain to not mess up that one, but I got it. So I do have little mess ups here and there, but I mean like big, like I fell down the stairs sounding things. Because little inconsistencies, I'm going to just nudge on to the grid. All right, let me grab my phone. I love to play my parts in, but I'm not necessarily the best drummer. So I'm not going to be shy about just making sure the drums sound on time. Even if it's not exactly perfect when I play it. Okay. Still need to do the bass guitar, but before I do that, I'm going to get the drums tightened up. Okay, so let me plug my phone in here because its battery life is not gonna go much more. All right, let's see. Function, 6-note length, short, and all this super lengthy stuff. Hiccup. Keeps happening. Like when I'm on stream, I have a hiccup randomly. Just one. Okay, so there's. I was playing pretty hard, wasn't I? Huh. These are all red. It's color coded for velocity. Okay, I just quantized symbols because they're all on eighth notes. Let me turn this click off. All right. It'd probably be smart to grab a bunch of these snare hits that are obvious, just eighth notes, because just the less I have to focus on when I'm doing all the intricate crap, the better. So I'm just gonna go through here and grab all the, like I said, all the obvious ones. Actually, that one is, yeah. And undo. If it's in there by itself, I'll just leave it where it is. Okay, the chorus, I'm just gonna grab everything. This is dead easy. That's eighth note. Yeah. Done. There, chorus is done. That's nice. We'll say this. I like writing with the MIDI things I do now because I've just been playing guitar for a long time, and I usually come up with the songs on the guitar historically, but it's like just, you know, different media, different way to input notes, and I can come up with things I might not have come up with otherwise, so I just like it for that reason. Because that there's no way I was coming up with that if I just grabbed my guitar. It would have been like some less rhythmically interesting power chord strum. Let's face it. All right. Well, I need to face it, not anyone watching. But yeah, that's just the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this because it just helps me come up with stuff. I'm literally coming out here and writing a new song every single day, so there's nothing necessarily wrong with it sounding like everything's kind of similar, but at the same time, I don't want to just totally repeat the same thing I've done before. This is every time I do this, I'm like, why did I play so many notes? This part sucks. Maybe I should just not play on it. You know, I should just play perfectly on the click like I'm a robot. That would solve this problem. Duh. Yeah, it's good. Okay. I'll take it. I was pretty sure those were like flams, which is a drum rudiment. On the toms, that is. Yeah, what the hell? No. I'm getting used to the new trackpad. I had to smash the old one because it was getting so worn out. I didn't even realize. So I had a trackpad that I've been using for the last like 10 plus years with my old computer. I was deciding to not get new ones because I figured, you know, I'll just keep using the old ones as long as they work. They didn't work much longer. It just gave out. It is working with my old computer for some reason, but it's like really a pain to get it to respond. But it's doing nothing with this computer, so yeah, I got a new one. Trackpad and keyboard. And yeah, I gotta say, this one's so much easier. Like, I was like over pressing for a bit because I was like not used to how simple it is to just go light touch. I'm just gonna get that, and then the rest of that can stay where it is. Okay, back to the beginning. Focus on getting a lot of these kicks in the right place. So I'm not gonna grab every single hit. I'm gonna grab a lot of them, but not every hit. A lot of these downbeat hits need to be on. Okay, so like this. And then I'll mostly ignore like these little, these are like a do-do. I push in with the foot pedal and just get a double bounce. I like to leave those where they are because it just sounds like it's supposed to be that. Just a double bounce on the kick. They don't necessarily if I quantize it perfectly. Oh, this one's late, so I'm gonna just nudge it a bit. Okay. Not late, early. Totally said the wrong thing. Damn it. And I will sometimes accidentally grab ones I don't want and have to hit undo. Sadie snoots, Sadie snoots. Okay. Yeah. Anything faster than an eighth note, I usually try to leave alone unless it's like really off. Alright, it's nice I could just skip the chorus, that's for sure. This one is a busy freaking drum part, dude. I usually go that crazy on it. I can go like pretty nuts with this drum pad because I can do a lot of trick things with the left-handed kick trigger I've got here because like the bottom left pad I wasn't using for anything else, so I got it for a kick drum. So in addition to my foot pedals, I can just do that for like super fancy fast fills and do unreasonable things on there that I couldn't probably do with my feet. And oops, it's nice, but I can overplay if I don't watch it. I'm gonna just leave that fill alone. Did I say I'm gonna just, that's already abbreviated. So I don't know. I went hillbilly talk there for a sec. Actually, I don't think that's hillbilly. I don't know what that is. I did something. Yeah, I'm leaving that alone. So this is a fill I'm talking about. This is my left hand. It's not my kick pedal. That is a pretty cool trick, though. It's kind of like the beginning of Van Halen's Hot for Teacher. He played that on a Simmons drum pad with his hands. That like whole kick drum thing. Everyone always tries to do that somehow, but he actually did it like on a Simmons pad. It's an E kick, believe it or not. Some people might not, because like they're weird about this stuff. I met this one guy. I remember I was like, oh yeah, the Guns N' Roses album, it's tuned down a half step. Didn't play guitar, and he was like assuming tuning down was something for like the kids these days or something, and nobody ever did that before, so he was offended when I said Guns N' Roses tuned down a half step, and I was like, but they did. It's not a like, I don't know what he thought that actually meant, but he got all pissed off, and he's like, they want to do that, they're like classic rock and they're blah blah blah, not like these new bands. I was like, no dude, it literally is tuned down a half step. It's just a like Jimmy Page did alternate tunings in Led Zeppelin. It's not it's not a crime. It was weird. I don't know what the heck he was actually talking about, but he had this mindset that that was a bad thing because he heard some new bands were doing it and he didn't like those bands. All right, so let's see. These guitar tones I made are so much tighter than the ones I have been using because I just trimmed the top end, cut the gain back, turn the output down. I guess a couple things, but all right. I always use a wireless sitting here because I don't want to roll over the cable. So, but it's getting low, so I just try to charge it a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to plug it back in. I don't want to do that too many times, but kind of forgot I was recording bass because I'm like doing this all out of order. So I guess I'll just do this, take it off and put it back on the charger. No, F off. Trying to open the camera. This stupid email pops up and makes me click on that instead. That's really annoying. Like, show me the notification, but I don't need to get it like pushed under my thumb when I'm trying to click something else. All right. Tuner. So I changed my bass tone a little bit too. I had this Trace Elliott bass sim just mono on its own for a while, and I actually really liked it. And I tried a different thing, but I went back to that. The Trace Elliott thing, I just put a dual signal path and put a little bit of, just a slight hint of grit on top and mixed it in. Just so it cuts better. So I think I got a really good bass tone for this now. Okay. So I had like an in-between thing where I did like the Nolly bass you kind of do with like Parallax plugin or something where DI is clean and compressed and then you got a distorted top end. So I kind of copied that, but then I went to this and I just have a clean amp on the low end and then a cab sim with a distortion pedal in front of it for the top end. I cut all the low end out of that. It just sits there. I barely put it in the mix, but it's just enough. Okay, so do I want to do it there or there? So this 6 string is tuned like a 4 string on the top 4 and then 2 drop strings. So it's A and E. And I'll copy the guitars I tracked here instead of the other one, and then that just repeats a bunch of times. Let me see. Can I do that? Do that, that'll harmonize. Fancy bass stuff. I'll do that. Meow. That'll work. Okay, so yeah. Try it again. Got it. All right, let me just start ahead because I can't come in and press the spacebar at the same time. And then it's tricky. I'll get it. What do I want to do on this? That and then do a scale run. That works. So then it goes. I'm gonna mute this and this because I want to hear just the guitars I did. Actually, I'll mute the whole thing here. Got to get that right. I'm failing at that miserably. I'm gonna record and just see though. Hey, how's it going on YouTube? All right. That's the part. Okay, and then, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Here we go. Timing was a little off. I think even though I'm playing E there, I'm gonna go there to just play the same thing as the guitar, so I'm like not gonna screw myself up with muscle memory. Ooh, this slide. If I do it from G, that might sound cool. That was a mistake, but it might sound good. I'm late on the change. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do that. Getting there. Just take a few resets till my head can wrap around the changes. Oh, I don't know why I changed the timing in my head after not playing it for a bit, but I did. There it is. Hey, I did it right. That was the first time I did it as I wanted to do it. It's close, it's close. This is a tricky piece of butt to play. The hardest part is going back to hit A, C, and D. Just keep missing the dumb A string. just go blah blah instead of like that. I want ba ba ba, and I go. Out of key, you stupid dumb. Oh man, I just played on the wrong string. I thought I was playing different notes than I was. I hate when I get stuck. This is actually all easy. I just keep getting stuck on the change over to the next part and forgetting how to do things, and or I missed that A string. Come on! Stupid. Da, 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 then play. Off rhythm. Come on. Still suck. Can't play freaking thing to save my life right now. Okay. Yeah, I tried something different. It was stupid. If I was like, I should just copy paste this and then pretend to play. But no. Why? Why? I know what to do it. I don't do it. Damn it. All right, I just got to chill for a second and reset. I think my brain's doing that thing where it goes from memory to muscle memory. If you're in that window, everything will mess up. It's not worth getting mad about. Just chill out for a second. That's what I'm going to do. Because some of this is hard. There's no reason I should be screwing this up this bad. All right. All right, let me see. Well, I flipping failed that. I am actually going to copy paste, but I got through the chorus, so what I'm going to do is just splice the video together showing all three of those, because all I got to do here is go. Done. Yeah. All right. I don't mind just doing verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then just taking the video and starting at the start of the verse and fading it. I've done that before. My brain is just not retaining the information right now, so I just forgot how to play the verse when I got back to it. That'll work. All right. So, yeah, I don't want to do too many like punch-ins though on this, because like I edit the video to show like where I'm playing, and then if I got to do a whole bunch of little tiny edits, it's freaking impossible to keep track of. This is one thing, 3 crossfades on the video and I'm done. Just like I put a crossfade there. But yeah, that's about as far in as I want to go with it. All right, so yeah, that should work. Let me listen to this, make sure it does actually run together with this one here. It's fine. Let me bring in the other guitars, because now I want to hear all the parts together. That's nice. Save. It's kind of interesting to get a nice punchy guitar tone instead of like doing what you think you do. You just chop all the high-low frequencies, boost the mids, and keep the gain down. Go figure. Wait, do they sound different? They should be on the same setting except panned. Oh, right, never mind, it's tuning. All right, bring in the solo again. I want to hear that crazy wah pedal thing in the context with all this stuff now. That thing sounds so crazy. I don't know what that is. It's like a wah pedal with, I don't know. I should look it up. Auto funk. I don't know what it's supposed to be mimicking, but it sounds crazy. I don't actually care necessarily, because as long as it sounds good. I go from just dry guitar solos where it's just amp distortion to that. No in between. All right, I'm gonna hit save, and now I gotta get the vocals polished up a little. I actually gotta turn the vocals back on. Clear and drop. So, currently just dry, nothing on them vocals. Do I gotta pull the... something out here to get the inhale. Yeah, it does sound better. All right. It usually does. I'm gonna run these through Melodyne and just polish up the pitch a little bit, because I know like the end of this, I did like this broken, barely trying falsetto, so it went off pitch because like I wanted the tone of it, but you can't hardly control pitch doing the that I was doing for that feel. So with that said, I'm just gonna make it in tune. Yeah, I'll just do them one at a time. They're not that long. Here goes the verse.
Feeling clear and drop in the bucket. Follows the mood as the dilution spreads. Heaven spoils the bread, so keep the lights so back. Get your rise up, rise up. Play by play, empty to be.
Melodic, yes. That's the chorus key. Well, it's parallel minor of it. I'm saying it's E major. Okay, so I knew that note was a little flat. I heard it.
Feeling clear.
That's fine. That's just vibrato, so it's like hovering over the note. I'm just gonna spot treat this.
Feeling clear and drop in the bucket. Goes the mood as the dilutions.
Actually, this part's a little. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna grab it all and zero the pitches out. There we go.
Feeling clear and drop in the bucket. Goes the mood as the dilution spreads. Heaven spoils the bread, so keep the lights so back. Get your rise up, rise up. Play by play, empty to be.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is put this filter effect I got. So I'm actually... Oh, wait. That one's a bad idea. Not this. Well, unless I cut it. That might work. Let me cut that too. So I think from here... Okay, what I'm going to do is just smash that so it's really on, because I'm going to possibly put this one effect on so it kind of thins out more. So yeah, it sounds broken. So that was the idea when I was doing it, but pitch control is negligible at best. So the tuner helps. Let's see. All right, so I know this one I was a little off pitch here, and then I think it got better. This is improvised vocals, so I don't know what the hell I'm about to sing half the time, so it's hit or miss. Yesterday I didn't tune the verse at all because I just nailed it. I did the chorus a bit, but it just depends on the day. Yeah, just like I said, beginning had a little rough patch, but then it got better. There's the rough patch. It's an F instead of an F sharp. All right, so I'll just zero this out. Again, it's actually not too. Would you just work? Come on. Yeah. Actually, that's a noise I don't want. Just chop that in half. Yeah, good. All right, so those two are done. Bounce, verse, vocal. Then this one. All right, I named it the wrong thing. Stupid. I'll just do that. Close enough. All right, so I just bounced those out onto a new audio track with the effect applied where it's, you know, pushing it in tune a little bit. All right, so then I still have to do this one. This is a different key. It's C sharp minor, but I'm going to take E major because it's just the parallel major, and the notes are the same anyway, just 5 sharps. Okay, melodic. I don't know why it keeps going into the wrong one, but it does. There's probably a way to set that, but I don't necessarily care enough to figure it out. Why did that change the key? What the hell? What are you doing to me here? Damn it. Okay. Undo everything. Undo. Stupid, dumb. Why is the key wrong? I literally just typed it in. Edit, select all. Okay, don't douche me over. Why'd I choose that word? I couldn't tell you, but I did. Another day down until you feel empty. Don't worry, not have soul, the strength you made coming on the sunrise. I like that note slide there a little bit, but I'm going to just smooth it out slightly. Okay. Strength you made coming on. It will come on. That's good. Okay, I knew that was going to be the same note. There. Delete that noise, and that should work. All right, so I'm going to bounce this out. I want a harmony on this, and I can do it in the plugin I've got, but I'm going to do a fake one this way. So put the audio track there for a reason, because it won't bounce anything if there's no audio track. But what I'm going to do is go back in here, hit select all, make sure this is on key snap, pitch grid, key snap, yes. All right, D sharp, E, so D sharp. I'll go up to F sharp, G sharp on the E, all thirds. That's it. It sounds like crap currently, but I'm going to do things. All right, chorus, harmony, vocal. I must type chorus, harmony, chorus. It's like chicken, fried chicken. It's like, what? It's just fried chicken. Why the double? All right, so I'm gonna go through this. Pick the wrong key. Let me smush this. I'm adding a vocoder double to this real quick. This, gonna add a little grit. All right, and then here comes the part that's important to not sound like a smushed weird thing on top of the main vocal. Stereo delay. Different time on each side. And then pitch shifter, dual mono. Little up, little down on each side. That'll give it separation and make it sound stereo. Then I'm gonna cut some bottom off it with this filter quick. Takes away some of that obvious fake harmony from it. There's like a certain sound that I can just tell unless I cut that off. And I don't mean all the like modulation vocoder effects, but there's like this thing you can tell it's copied and slid up. Yep. And I'm going to turn it down, but I'm going to use a compressor to turn it down for some reason, just because I like to do that. I don't know. I like to just not bother with the faders too much on the tracks here. So now it's pushed out to the sides, separated, tones a little sucked out, and it just sits on top. Sounds better. Okay. Now I'm gonna throw humanoid on these. Where is it? I just used it. Why isn't it on top? Back. G major, that's correct for the verse. Gonna have this doing a third, so it's putting a vocoder on top. There's a wet dry mix, so you can pick how much of that. Feeling clear and drop. I'm not gonna go too heavy handed on it. I've been going pretty heavy on the vocoder sound on top, but I gotta chill. There we go. Feeling clear and drop in the pocket. Throw it some mood as the dilution spreads. Oh, you know what? I want to do that automation. I'm going to do it with this remix stereo. So I want that on latch. And where's the pre-chorus? So right before on the falsetto, that's where I want to do this. All right, about measure 28. So I'm just going to go back, get ready. So with latch, anything I do here, I'll just write itself onto the track. So that's step one. Step two is I'm going to go into the wet dry mix, turn up the vocoder harmony. All right. And then finally just a slight gain boost. That's it. All right. Now, when I copy paste the verse, that should all just be on the paste as well. Okay, so 1 beat ahead of the start of the verse. So beat 4, yep. Paste. Do I want to copy? Copy, yes. Make sure. Yep. All right, so now I can put it back on read, and that's just on there now. All right, so this one is the same key. Clip distortion. That's actually fine. I'm actually going to go to a different wave. Yeah, that one. That's affecting the vocoder, not the main dry vocal. All right, so now this one, different key. So E major. So I've already got a third up. So what I'm going to do is do a third down. So this is almost like a 3-part harmony, except this harmony is vocoder. It's not really this like layers of vocoder sound on top of the vocal. I'm not going to go up super high. It's probably good where it is, honestly. Clip distortion. Keep this a little higher on 20 and same vocal compressor. Works. Okay, good. So now I'm going to copy this one measure before the pre-chorus, and that should line up. I'm actually going to do the same thing, even though I'm not going to have this on here, because that way the chorus will just line up. Good. That's that. Hitting save. So the second verse is the same as the first one, but I do that sometimes. It's fine. All right. I should probably cut these, but I'm going to be lazy because I'm just going to automate the master volume. Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. A little bit of an inhale here, so just go like about there. Feeling clear. Feeling clear. That's good. All right, and then the looper on Logic anyway, you can kind of use it to tell it where to bounce the track and stuff, so that's what that's doing. Feeling clear and drop in the pocket, throwing some mood as the dilution spreads a little up if I let it go. That's good. I just wanted to hear the whole thing. So there it is. Song's done. I got to master the track, but I can't do that on stream without it getting weird. Just like has like a little like latency in the. It annoys me because I talk and then I hear myself repeating in my headphones. I'm just gonna hit this button. That's it. That's all I do anymore. It works perfectly. But yeah, song came out good today. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna go for, so yeah, that's what happens. I come out every day and just kind of see what happens. That's really it. I don't really care about like memorizing my songs and like redoing them and performing things or whatever. I just like throwing things together and seeing how it comes out. It's kind of it. So I come out in the morning, write a song. Tomorrow I'll write a new song and pretend this one doesn't even exist. Essentially. Because I just want to try something new. So yeah. Whoa, my thing here got all weird. Usually like leave it all tied together so I don't have to redo it, but it seems to have gone crazy on me. Oh well. Yeah, so I'll line the video up. I shot on my phone with the mastered audio. That's like not gonna take that long, but my computer processes it for a little bit and then I, upload speeds and such on the internet. I don't have terrible internet here. It's like pretty decent. It's a gig speed internet, actually. So that's good. But the upload speed's a little bit slower than that. Where I moved from, the upload speed was considerably faster. It was actually this exact same speed, but they had upgraded it. So it was like cruising. And I could upload huge files in like 10 seconds flat, and some of the shorter ones I do, it was just like there. But now it's a slight bit slower, but it's workable. I'm trying to put this on my headphones, seriously. Yeah, I just did that. That said, though, it'll go up sometime this afternoon. Maybe late afternoon, maybe early. It just depends when I get to it. But yeah, I'll write a new song tomorrow. Refined my sounds just yesterday and baked them into the template, which was good because I'm like always worried about gain staging and stuff. That's the thing I find makes the most difference. Like you can do a lot of compression, EQ, and all that stuff, but if your gain is too high and it's filtering into your master bus too much output and you just throw a limiter on it, you're just turning down clipping. It's already clipping. You're just turning it down, so you're not accomplishing anything. And I always say too, like if I open up any plugin, I usually make sure the output on the plugin is not too loud because it often is. And like this plugin, it'll be like you load a preset, it'll be set at 0. You actually got to set it at, I got -11 on here. And if I don't do that, and then I just turn the fader down, it's already clipping in the plugin. So it's just sending garbage down the line and it doesn't work. So you got to turn those down. So like that's the biggest thing I've noticed. I barely have to mess around with compression and EQ and side chaining and all this stuff most people do because there's enough headroom and it doesn't sound like ass. Simply put. So the main thing I do is just cut the lows and the highs off stuff like the guitar so it doesn't fight the bass guitar. I don't have to worry about like I got to side chain the kick and the bass guitar together because they're fighting each other. They're not fighting each other for space because they got plenty of headroom. So it's all good. Anyway, I do have some EQ going on in the plugins, like where I just carve a little high and low end, but it's like very, very basic. But all right, that's it for now. My bladder is already full. So just looking, this is 20 ounces. The coffee I drink is 30, so that's 50 ounces already in a day. How much is 50 ounces in like liters? I actually do want to know this because I really like to pay attention to how much I'm getting for hydration. 1.4 liters. Yeah. I drink that in about half an hour. So yeah, that's why Anyway, I try to get my hydration in earlier in the day. So like when I'm sleeping, I just sleep right through the night. Okay, so that's that. All right. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. I see like one person is watching, but that's fine by me. Even if no people are watching, I still want to do this because it uploads that as a video. And I always did a thing where I showed how I wrote my song and put it together. And this way I just live stream it and don't have to edit anything. So even if nobody's watching, the video's still up and you can go back and refer to it. Or I can if I want to see what the heck I did on something. Are my headphones charged? I don't know. All right. See you later. That's it for now.